Good day, everyone. Merry meet. My name is Glynis. I'm the Witch of Whitetail Hollow. If you've just found my channel, well, I hope you hit the subscribe button and join me. Ring the bell so you're notified of when I upload. And if you're returning, well, thank you so much for joining me. Your support means so much to me. You guys just truly have no idea. So this is day 20 of the October Pagan Vlog Challenge, and today's word is food. Well, for some reason in my mind, I could not correlate food with witchcraft, Wicca, or pagan, or anything like that. So I'm going to just kind of go by my experiences and what food means to me. Now, of course, food, means something to everyone simply because it keeps us virtually going. But food really only became something to me in my life when I came to the realization that on Sundays I'm going to grandma's house with brothers and sisters and have a big Sunday dinner. And that was virtually every Sunday for my childhood. So that brings back really fond childhood memories. I've used food of course in hospitality, and you guys know I had an inn, and of course food was a huge impact on the inn, because that was one thing that affects people most and will help them remember you more than anything. That when they walk into your home and your home smells just absolutely fabulous, and they sit down to a snack that was left in their room or a wonderful, fabulous breakfast, they're going to leave and they're going to be very happy campers, and they're definitely going to remember you. But not only does it mean hospitality to me, but it also means a way of comfort. I have a memory when I had the inn, and of course this was winter, and winters really can be quite bad in Nova Scotia, but it had been snowing, and it was everything was iced over, and I was in the inn, and for some reason that very day, I can't tell you why, but that very day I made a fresh cranberry upside down cake. And I thought, well, there's no one in the house. Why did I do this? What's happening? And it just so turns out that late that afternoon, it was almost dark, I had a knock at the door, which that's unusual in and of itself because most people just opened the door and walked in, but I had a knock at the door, and it was two ladies that had, been to the hospital in Annapolis Royal and said, "Are you open? Can you take us in?" And as it turns out, I think they had been hiking. One of them fell on the ice and broke her arm. They had been in the hospital, and she was doing okay, but she was like, we can't drive any tonight. So of course they came in, and I said, before I took their bags up for them, and before they turned in for the night, I said, "Would you ladies like a cup of tea and cake?" And you would have thought that I had offered them a bar of gold. And so we sat, and it was not very often that I sat with my guests and had tea and ate, but I sat with my guests, and it was actually, for me, it was a wonderful evening just to sit and have a chat with a couple of ladies. And I'll never forget her name, never ever forget her name, but I also, in that respect, I'm just so happy that I had that there for her, and I think it made her feel a little bit better. And then I also, use food, now not necessarily people food, but to gain trust for an injured animal outside or a lost animal outside. They really don't want anything to do with you, but you know what, you bring them some food and they change their mind a little bit. So in that respect, and you guys know I've been involved in so many rescues that I've lost count. But I use food in that way as to, get a little bit of confidence. You're going to be okay. You're fed. You're going to be okay. Whether you choose to stay or not, you're going to be okay. And I also use food to kind of introduce myself. So I'm hoping, I've got my fingers crossed, here I go with that superstition thing, but I'm hopeful that I will be going up to the Hollow this weekend. And there is actually a couple, an older couple that lives around the curve from my property, and I have spoken to them, I think, like one time, but every single time I'm there, they come by, they drive by, and they see the gate open, and they see a vehicle there, and so they know I'm there, and they toot the horn, and they wave, you know, and they've never stopped. So this time, even though it's going to be a very, very short trip, I'm going to walk over, and I'm going to, you know, just hope that they're going to be there, but I'm going to walk over and bring them a cake. I baked a couple of cakes today. Now, this is not a double layer cake, because it was kind of like an experiment. I know, when will I ever learn? But I'm going to use this cake as a way of saying hi again, how are you, and things like that. But, like I said, this has been a little bit of an experiment today. So, you guys want to see what I made? See what it looks like, because I haven't cut into it. I did frost it. Now, this is theirs. And this one I'm going to keep here, and what I'll do is I'll cut it up and I'll wrap it up and put it in the freezer, and when I'm feeling like I deserve a small piece of cake, I will have some. But let's see what it's going to look like. Let's just see. It's a dark chocolate frosting, but it's just a single cake. Let's see what it looks like. Not bad. I want to touch it with my hand. No, I don't. There we go. So what do you think? Not bad, right? So I'm going to take them out. Like I said, I made two, and I'm going to take them that. I believe it's called a zebra cake. And I'm sure, I have no doubt, it's going to taste good. But thank you guys for indulging me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you again. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. And with that, I will say merry part, and I so hope to merry meet again. Goodbye, guys.